What's up, podcaster? It's Ben here from Podcast Pros, the podcast hosting comparison. And today we're comparing Transistor to bCast. So if you've been debating between these two hosts, this video will help you make the right decision for you and your show. And once you've made that choice, there are links for free trials of both services in the description box and pinned comment of this video. We're going to compare these two hosts based on three categories. The first being features, second being price, and third being ease of use to help you make the most informed decision. So let's get right into it. So let's start off with features. When it comes to Transistor, the biggest feature that stands out in my mind is the fact that you can have unlimited podcasts on one Transistor plan, meaning that you can have more than one show, but you don't have to pay for more than one plan. So if you're planning on experimenting with a few different shows, Transistor automatically is a great possible option. With that being said though, Transistor does charge based on monthly downloads, and that would be across all shows that are attached to the plan. And their cheapest plan will give you 15,000 monthly downloads. And any show attached to that account will count toward that monthly download number. So keep that in mind. The more shows that you have, the more likely you are that you're gonna have to move up to more expensive tiers. They offer an embeddable podcast player, which makes it very easy to embed podcast episodes onto your website. All plans come with a built-in podcast website, and each plan also comes with advanced analytics, even at its cheapest tier. Their starter plan also allows for 2 show managers, meaning that you and somebody else can both simultaneously manage the show or shows while only paying for one Transistor account. Transistor also gives you the option and capability for private podcasting on their more expensive plans. And this is fantastic for internal podcasts. A lot of businesses are moving this way to communicate with all their employees at once. And there's other various use cases for private podcasting. So Transistor gives you that option if you upgrade to the more expensive plans. And that's massive for some people. They really want that capability to have that private show. All Transistor accounts come with unlimited storage and bandwidth, meaning that you can upload as much as you want per month, and you will only get charged based on the monthly downloads that your shows are experiencing on a monthly basis. Transistor also integrates with MailChimp, ConvertKit, and Drip, which are some of the best email service providers. So this makes it a super easy way to connect with your audience, capture emails, and then nurture that relationship in a different way. So those are all of Transistor's core features, and they may not have as many features as some of the other podcast hosting options out there, but a few of the features that they do have really allows them to stand out. And that would be the unlimited podcasts on one plan, as well as the opportunity to have a private podcast. Those are 2 features that a lot of people are really looking for and allows Transistor to stand out. And that's the primary reason as to why we scored them pretty highly in the features category, giving them an 8 out of 10. Moving on to pricing. So Transistor does have a few different plans based on your unique needs. And like we said earlier, if you use the link in the description box or the pinned comment, you can get yourself a free 14-day trial to try out their service. And obviously, we're huge fans of the opportunity to try out the service before you have to commit to paying for it. But with that being said, their cheapest pricing option is substantially higher than most of the other podcast hosts out there. But what you have to keep in mind is that does give you the opportunity to have more than one show with one account. So that has to come into play when you're thinking about paying for this. And that's why it may be expensive for you if you're only gonna have one show, but if you're gonna have multiple, it may actually be a really good deal. Plus, the private podcasting feature is limited to their more expensive plans. So if you want that, you're gonna have to pay a premium. So with all that being said, we graded Transistor's pricing a 7 out of 10. Still a solid score, but we viewed it through the lens of someone hosting one show. If you're just doing that, it is slightly on the higher or more expensive side, especially if you had one show and you wanted it to be private. But all in all, their plans are still pretty affordable for what you're getting, so they get a 7 out of 10 for price. So now moving on to ease of use. As we mentioned in the features category, there's not a ton there. They're not throwing a ton of features at you. And with that comes some benefits because the process of using Transistor is very simple and very streamlined. Getting your show up and running, even multiple shows, is very easy to do and very user-friendly. And this is one of their core focuses as a business. They want to make it as easy as possible for you to run one show or multiple. And for that reason, Transistor scored an 8 out of 10 when it comes to ease of use. So if you're keeping track, Transistor scores a 23 out of a possible 30. So it is a fantastic and easy to use podcast hosting option that may be perfect for you if a few of their unique features meet your needs. So moving right into features, obviously with this being a product built for marketers, marketing the show is a primary focus and where the bulk of their features really focus on. bCast allows for audio inserts, which allows you to input audio calls to action for either a webinar, a book, or anything really that you're trying to promote at the time. bCast also gives you the tool of auto opt-in, which enables your users to automatically subscribe to your podcast, your newsletter, or really whatever else you're trying to promote simply by sending an empty email to a specific email address. All bCast plans include a certain amount of transcription time, which allows you to convert your audio episodes into written word, which allows you to create blog content, which is great for Google SEO. bCast allows for one-click submission to the major podcast players, which makes it very simple and easy to get your show up and distributed. bCast allows you to use custom domains for your show and show website, which allows you to have your own website address to send people to. bCast also automatically makes your show a podcast website that is SEO optimized. They also allow for guest notifications, which allows you to put in your guest's email to automatically send them an email prompt as soon as the episode goes live. This has been shown to dramatically increase how many of your guests actually share them appearing on your show. A feature that's very cool that bCast provides is the ability to post directly to your YouTube channel from your podcast. So once you select an image and you've posted the audio, you can send that directly to a playlist on YouTube and post in a few seconds. So this doesn't make a dynamic video, but what it does is combine the picture that you've attached with the audio to have it hosted and live on YouTube. So this isn't a true video with dynamic visuals. It is instead the audio that you provided for your episode combined with the image that you provided as the backdrop for the video on YouTube. But it makes it very, very simple and easy to get the show up and live on YouTube. They also provide all of their users access to their integrated affiliate network. So what this allows you to do is to integrate your custom affiliate link for bCast onto your website or podcast player, and you can earn a 40% commission for every referred person. And these are also recurring commissions, making this the most generous podcasting affiliate network out there. bCast, like most hosts out there, provide an embeddable podcast player, but what makes bCast so unique is the integration with an email opt-in. So you can capture emails from your embeddable podcast player as well as on your podcast website. So this allows you to capture far more emails and nurture these relationships into clients, customers, or very loyal listeners. This email opt-in feature also integrates with Zapier so that you can send these emails directly to your email service provider or CRM. bCast also has an integration with Headliner, which makes it very easy for you to make custom graphics and audiograms to promote your show on social media. They also provide private podcasting, which allows you to build a membership site or host a private podcast. So those are all of bCast's core features, and as you can see, they're very marketing focused, but marketing is a huge part of growing your show. So it's very nice to have this many features, and because of that, we gave them an 8 out of 10. Moving on to price, bCast only does have paid plans. They do not have any free option. They do have that free 14-day trial that you can access through the link in the description box or the pinned comment, but they do not have any true free plan. Their monthly plans start at $15, which is slightly on the higher end when it comes to the cheapest option of a podcast hosting provider, but you can make it slightly cheaper if you pay for the full year at once, and their cheapest plan provides 10,000 monthly downloads and unlimited storage. So all in all, decent value even on their cheapest plan, but their plans really do jump up in price as you upgrade. And some of the features that we mentioned that make bCast so unique are limited to their medium and most expensive option. So for that reason, we didn't score them amazingly well here. We gave them a 7 out of 10. If you are a marketer, it may be great value for you and that may be able to rationalize the higher expense. But if you are just getting into podcasting, the 15 entry-level mark and then the far higher tiers make it a 7 out of 10. So now moving on to ease of use. With all of the marketing features that bCast provides you, they're all things you're gonna have to learn and then learn how to best use. So with that being said, it really comes down to understanding their target demographic. They are targeting marketers, and marketers are naturally gonna have more comfort and an understanding for these kind of services and the value that they provide. But if you're totally new to podcasting and marketing in general, there's gonna be far more of a learning curve here. So this is very much targeted to people who want these features and who are a little more marketing inclined. They do provide consistent support, but these tools are definitely geared towards marketers. So if you're a total novice to this space, it will be a little more difficult to learn. And for that reason, we gave them a 7 out of 10. So overall, across all three categories, bCast scored a 22 out of a possible 30 points, but it's important to keep in mind their target demographic. If you are a marketer, all of these tools may be music to your ears and they may rationalize the higher expense to access them. So as mentioned before, there are links for free trials of both Transistor and bCast in the description box and pinned comment of this video. So whichever one is your favorite, go ahead and use that link and you'll get yourself a free trial. Full disclosure, those links are affiliate links. So if you ever end up signing up for a paid plan, the channel will earn a small commission for you doing so at no extra expense to you. So we appreciate the support in advance. And after watching this comparison, I want to hear from you. Are you going to host your show with Transistor or bCast? Let me know in the comment section down below, and don't forget to click that subscribe button for more podcasting related videos to help you run your show like a pro. I'll see you in the next one, and happy podcasting.